We're good.
Good? Okay, first and foremost, we want to say Kal, Halal, Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Salutation to the elect, pushing this word with true sincerity across the four corners of the earth. You know, we have multiple prophecies that are popping off right now as far as what's happening in Virginia with the white nationalists who are finally it's about time Esau shows his true colors. It's about time you Edomites finally protest your hate for Jake. You know what I'm saying? I was on Instagram and there was tons of pictures of Jake all bloody up, you know, and beaten up from white nationalists. These guys really it's funny because Esau is just that scripture. It's just the devil had, you know, if he had a little time.
Yeah.
So because at the end of the day, these Edomites, even these lower class Edomites, are starting to realize that we're America, the America that they love and they so much love, and they so love and serve, is actually coming down to destruction. It's slowly being broken down. So now, guess what? Esau's trying to fight for it by getting rid of Jake. And really, Esau sees the downfall of America and blames it on Jake. You know, these niggas weren't here, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
There weren't some niggas on the planet killing around, we'd be good, you know? That's what these guys think.
Yeah, you know, like, and if I'm at that, you know, like, the one thing that they say is, like, you know, you should go back to your country.
Yeah.
You know, well, who the hell brought us here in the first place? You know, like, they get mad as if we're the cause of why their kingdom is falling. You know, well,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
yeah, we are
spiritually,
but
exactly.
it was already fucked up through their hands.
Exactly, you know, like, you know, you're the one who actually, you know, on the heavy hand, you're the one who brought your kingdom down by all the wicked shit that you did to rule your kingdom. Eventually, if you do wickedness for such a long time, for example, if you eat unhealthy, it might not hurt you tomorrow, but you know, as the years go by, eventually your body will break down slowly and then you will die. That's the same thing with this kingdom. You know, when Esau took this kingdom, he took it by blood, violence, rape, rob, murder, steal, and so on and on. And then today, this is the effect of what happened back then. This is exactly why, you know, this is exactly why the Lord is bringing your kingdom down from what happened. That's why the scripture says that the Lord required that which is past. You know, nothing goes unseen in the eyes of Yahweh. It says in the scriptures that his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. The angels record everything. So what's happening today is not a result of us just, you know, upcoming, you know, the prophets. It's because of what you have done in your past lives and so on and on too. You know, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's the major cause of why your kingdom is going down, man.
Sure. Okay. You want to read that Revelation 17?
Do you want me to start from like
yeah, you can start a couple of verses.
Okay,
Wherever you see fit.
This is the book of Revelation 17, verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hateth the 7 head and 10 horns.
That's right, because the mystery of the woman, which is talking about America, the beast that carry her. Well, what is America known for? What is the beast? Right? That's NATO. That's which stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is America's military. What did Trump say a couple days ago? If North Korea touches, I think it's Guam, which is an ally to America, that they will be met with roughly paraphrasing, serious fury and fire. America's proud when it comes to their military right. When it comes to their military, because of the mass weapons of destruction that they have. Showing that these prophecies are just getting pushed. That's all they're doing. They're getting pushed out. And right now, like Drake says, what a time to be alive. And it's true. This is the time to be alive. That's why we have more people on the planet today than we did ever in history. Because more people, souls are coming back to get their judgment in this great destruction of America and Esau's kingdom. So, at the end of the day, all these different, how should I say, all these different sporadic events that are happening across the world. Like here in Canada, BC, that fire, they just took, I think it was 5,000 firefighters from Mexico to come help down there. So, you know, the angels are stirring things up. You got a fire getting caused in BC. You got, what's it called? Wisconsin going crazy. It's in a state of emergency. Okay?
Venezuela is fucked.
Venezuela, yeah, the whole country is fucked.
Yeah.
And then you have this ongoing rant between Donald Trump and North Korea, America and North Korea, which Russia and China are looking to get involved in.
There's no.
So guess what? What's happening? These prophecies that you 2/3 laughed about or mocked are being fulfilled in front of your eyes. And you even got a lot of you guys who went against the apostles and elders when it came to this truth. A lot of you guys are finding yourself backstepping and try to get into good graces. And you know who you are. Because at the end of the day, this kingdom is going to be finished. Alright? America, as you know it today, will be finished. Even parts of Canada is going to be touched. We're not going to be here for another 5 years, man. If you're smart and have understanding and are keeping up with what's happening across the world, you wouldn't believe that we're going to be here for another 5-10 years.
That's right. Yeah, you know, and when the brother said that America is going to be finished, America is the head of all of these countries and countries and so on and on, right? So if you take the head off, guess what? The whole body is also dead. You know, so that's why when we say America is done, we mean like a whole new rulership will have to be put in place. Because it's not like, okay, America is done, now Russia's gonna come. Because the Russians think that they're gonna rule next, and then you got the Chinese who think that they're gonna rule next. You know, they might rule for like maybe 5 seconds, but then the angels are gonna come.
They'll rule it in between the evening and time when the angels are coming in.
And
That's it.
Honestly, that's it, man. You know? But you know what? The Lord is actually making everything happen, and you got people who are not even in this truth, but they feel like, there's something going on, man.
Well, I got friends. I got like me, but just yesterday he was pointing out in Missouri, the Wisconsin thing, and he's like, man, this place is fucked. Like, and it's true, man. Even if you're not in this truth, you can at least have a recollection of what's happening. Because at the end of the day, like, again, you don't have to believe in this to see it. Okay, it's the truth. Right? In the end of the day. So, but because we believe in it, we see it in more depth just than other people. But other people see it. They just don't see it in detail like we do. But it's evident, man. This place is finished.
Yeah.
It's finished. It's evident. You can't argue that.
Yeah, that's why they have that term circling the drain, right?
Yeah.
It's literally just circling, man.
CTD,
It's almost at the bottom, man. You know? America is completely finished. There's nothing that can bring America back up, man. Okay? Nothing, man. And it says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
That's right, and the 7 had 10 horns. The 10 horns is talking about the EU. Alright, the EU, which I don't know off the top of my head, off the top of the dome, but the 10 different countries that are part of the EU. Right, because the EU, the NATO, America's in line with both.
And it says, the beast that thou sawest and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go to perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wander, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
And what we were just talking about before we came here, about brothers, about guys, men who scoffers, who claim to be men of the Lord, are now backtracking and now kind of trying to slip in the good graces of the Most High. And what do I mean by that? They're starting to try to be cool with us. But in the past time, they've always been talking shit. You know, at the end of the day, they're doing the work too. But they're not doing it to the full extent because they don't have the full truth. You can't fully do the work if you don't fully have the truth. It makes sense. You can't do it. But here at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles and elders on down, we've had the truth since the beginning, and we've been talking about America's destruction since the beginning. Apostle Har says even before they came onto the YouTube scene, they've been talking about the RFID chip and the destruction of America. We're getting close to that Song of Wisdom of Solomon chapter, where the strangers of the salvation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to be when all hell breaks loose. Everything that we spoke about or made videos on is happening in front of the eyes of the masses. They're going to come looking for us. But at that time, we'll the elect. We'll already be in the chariots, safe and sound, while all hell's breaking loose down here in America.
That's right, man. Because that's the thing is that our message has always been the same, man.
Exactly.
You know, that's why they say in the world that repetition is the mother of skills, right?
Yeah,
Yo, so we got skills, man, because we don't change our shit up, man. It's the same doctrine. It's the same name that has been, you know, years and years ago when the apostles were preaching this word. You know, the apostles talking about the RFID chip. You got Nate who said that, you know, it's June. You know, ain't no microchip. It's June, ain't no microchip. But now we're talking about the chip being, the
chip's already been implanted.
Yeah, the chip is being implanted, in all of these countries, man.
And
And hundreds and thousands of people have the chip today, man.
Virginia, that's where it's happening. The white nationalists in Virginia is like Wisconsin is where they're getting chipped.
So there you go, and then also, like I heard something about, I'm on North and South Dakota, you got hundreds of people who are getting chipped today, man.
See, that's how it starts, man. It's all voluntary. Like when the chip started first coming out on the credit card, the bank card. At first, it wasn't a mandatory thing. Your bank would give you the option.
Yeah.
Now every single card has a chip on it.
Yeah.
The same thing is going to happen with this mark of the beast, the RFID chip.
That's right.
It's not mandatory, but sooner than later, it's going to be mandatory, and that's going to be the hour of temptation.
Yeah, and when they said that it's June end of microchip, well, maybe, back then, it wasn't just pushed, because there's something called prophecy. It's eventually going to come.
It's an agenda.
Right? Exactly, man. It's an agenda, right? So that's the thing, man. It's just that some people don't see it the way that we do, but the apostles have always stood strong, and stood. Yo, hold on.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
So that's the thing, is that with the apostles, they always, they have always, stood strong with their words, man. That's why, like even today, with the chip, Esau is getting your mind ready for the chip right now. You can literally go to the store and pay with your phone. You can literally have your card, your bank card in your phone. You can just actually scan it now.
Yeah. And it seems beneficial because what if you lose your card, right? Some people think, but you have to understand these so-called benefits, and I say so-called because they're really just empty words to hide what's really happening, what's really going on. Yeah, it's a beneficial thing, but it's also there's a pro and a con to it.
Yeah, exactly. And then also now recently, there's a lot of commercials, that are going out there about the Apple Watch and how you can just, do this,
Amazon is coming out with a new store where you just go and take everything off the store and they take it out of your account.
Yeah.
Same thing as having the chip. You scan, take it off the shelf, it's out of your account.
Yeah. Well, like recently, I was in Denver, right? And there, bro, when you go to like a restaurant or whatever, to pay, when you buy something, there's no such thing as a password. They literally, I'm gonna just take your card, swipe, or I'm gonna put the chip in, and that's it. Payment has been purchased.
That's crazy.
And that's it. So you know what I mean? Like here, I'm in Canada. like if you want to buy something and you put your chip in, you know, the debit machine, you got to enter in your password, man. Why? For security purposes, man. You know. But in the States, they have no idea what the hell that is, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody's blind in the States, man. Everybody but the elect are blind out there, man.
Yeah. So eventually that's slowly gonna move down here, and then all of a sudden, bam, you have to have your chip to live.
And that's gonna be a real, man. Like it really is. It's true when the apostle says you're really gonna see who the true men of the Lord are in that time, man. Because right now, compared to the hour of temptation, we're living nice. We are living nice, man. And yeah, we do complain about a situation. That's just because we're open to the truth. We know what's going on. But if you really want to compare how we're living now compared to the hour of temptation, it's gonna be like literally all hell, man. People killing each other, raping, women being raped. That's gonna be a norm. You women, especially you proud women, man. You guys, you're proud now because the system is behind you. That's the only reason why you're proud. You're proud.
Yeah.
But as soon as the system fails you, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Okay, you're gonna have to go towards a man who will protect you from other men who are trying to rape you. And if you don't find that, guess what? You're gonna be used as either a sex slave or whatever may be needed in that time. That's how it works, because you women, by nature, by inclination, are weaker vessels. It's just the truth. That's why you were made to be under the subjection of a man, because the man is supposed to protect the household. You women are gonna get in these last days, man. You're gonna get rampant killings out here. People eating each other, mothers eating their children for a lack of bread.
Yeah.
And these are gonna be mothers who might have been preaching in the church.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
They're calling on Jesus.
Yeah.
Right?
These are the mothers who were calling on Jesus and woke you up, so called.
Yeah.
Made you a born again Christian.
That's right. That's right. I got a scripture. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
That's right. And the reason why you're dead while you live, because really, how protected are you if you're not planning for the future? At the end of the day, if you're always living in the moment, guess what these women do? Most of you women actually are inclined to live in the moment because you are based off emotion.
Yeah.
So it's actually hard for you to plan a couple of years or months ahead. Because if most of our women were smart and planning ahead, guess what? They would get with a man that's in the truth right away.
That's exactly.
That's simple as that, especially if they have kids.
Yeah, that's exactly it, because you know, like when you talk about planning for the future, these women do plan for the future, but it's in the future of the so-called white man's world.
Yeah,
it's not right. You know what I mean?
It's not in the truth. Yeah,
you know, it's not planning for the future to be with the man. You know, you're right. You know, like you know, it's not planning in the future to be with the man of the Lord, being in the kingdom. It's you know them getting their retirement savings plan. You know them and so on and on. It's
getting their kids through college, whatever it may be.
Exactly. You know, so they're thinking 20 years ahead in this kingdom.
Yeah,
you know?
Not only how about Shimei Shah's kingdom.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? You women can't be saved without us. I don't care how much you don't like that statement, because you can see a woman my woman. When I told her that, there's no way you can be saved without me, I'm your only hope if I'm of the elect.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm of the elect. So really, what do you think? You really gotta hold on tight, But you can see the demeanor of the woman change real quick. When you tell her you're her only way out, it's because it's that pride. In this kingdom, women are not used to relying on men. They're used to relying on themselves. All that's about to change, man. Because again, back in the ancient times, women were so humble that they even looked men in the eye. You speak about that now to a woman or anybody in this kingdom, they'll laugh at you like, man, stop living in the prehistoric ages. Little do you know, people think that this kingdom, this is crazy. The kingdom is being destroyed so it can go back to how it was in the beginning. We are actually going back to the past.
Yeah.
The culture, the traditions, the way we live.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, I'll start from verse 11, 15 verses the point. And it says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
right.
But I suffer not a woman to teach nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence, for Adam was first formed, then Eve.
That's right. So in the churches, that's plain in point. Women should not be preaching, because preaching, you're teaching. It's the same thing. Synonymous with each other. You don't just preach nonsense, not teach anything.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman, being deceived, was in transgression.
And a lot of people forget that, man. A lot of people think, yeah, Adam and Eve went off. Yeah, they both went off, but who went off first? The woman. Why? Because she's weaker. It's that simple.
That's right. And it says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. Right? So, just like the brother's saying, man, you women can't be saved without a man of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai. That's why the scripture says that she shall be saved in childbearing, you will be saved to give birth to to give birth to the children of Israel in the kingdom. That's the reason. We need women to bring back,
Yeah, to bring back the 2/3 of their right mind.
Exactly, and that's what you're saved, right?
Right.
And it says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness and with
So guess what? There's conditions.
Yeah.
So basically, if you humble yourself, you will be saved.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you're gonna get destroyed. Because you know what? I think it was Brother Kazak. He's the one. I think I said.
Yeah, the daughter of Mississippi.
Yeah. He said, it's crazy. Our women ain't shit. We don't need the black women to start Israel.
Yeah.
I will never forget that statement. It's true.
Well, yeah, because because if you think about it, none of the women that Jacob had was an Israelite.
Yeah.
None of them was an Israelite, but that's how the 12 children of Israel were brought forth.
That's a case in point,
Right?
there.
Jacob had, I'm a original Judah, right?
Yeah.
And then also, their handmaids who were all heathens, man, who were not Israelites.
So guess what? You women aren't as important as you think you are.
Yeah.
Your so-called importance came from the so-called white man, who was your enemy in the first place.
Yeah.
So look at how fucked up you women are, man.
That's right. I got a scripture. Titus 2 and start from verse 4.
That is my dad. He's like, stop hanging out here.
This is Titus 2 and 4. That they may teach the younger women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet.
And you women don't love your children. Because if you did, you would get it with a man in the truth right now, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, the woman hates the child because the child looks like the father. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. You look,
Why y'all do that? Yeah. Why y'all look like your daddy,
Get the hell out of here. Seriously, man. The woman, the black woman hates her children just because she, and the husband did not get along, and they broke up. The man left the house. Now the hate that she had on the husband, she put that towards the child because the child looks like the dad, man.
Yeah, and it's probably growing up to be like the father.
Yeah.
Right? So, and again, that's how, like again, if you're not one of these women, because we know we have women that follow GMS, but if you're not one of these women, this should not be offending you.
Yeah.
This should be just a teaching to you. See, because again, a woman will get offended about something, and that's how you know because she's doing it.
Exactly, because
That's simple.
in order for you to get built up, you have to be broken down, man. And this is a way. Speak the truth. And if it hurts, we suck it up. So what, man? Just accept that you did F up, and that's it, and we move on.
That's it.
But it's
So you get taught, man.
yeah. It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste,
Discreet.
Yeah.
Let's get into that word. Discreet.
Yeah.
We're talking about being quiet, humble. Actually, you want to look that
A
up real
beautiful
quick?
woman is humble, bro.
Come on.
Man, this woman today got a big ass mouth, talking shit all the damn time. And that shit isn't attractive, man. I don't care how fine you are. If your mouth is fucking huge, that shit isn't attractive, man. You know? That shit isn't. Yo, that shit's a turn off, man. I hate a woman that talks shit and she's fucking loud, man. But that's a woman of today, you know? That's why, you know, they ugly as hell, man. That's why the scripture says that their beauty shall be changed, man.
That's what the definition for discreet. It says the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information.
That's right.
And who talks the most shit?
Yo, they get up all in your face, man. The black woman gets up all in your face, she claps her hands. You ain't shit, nigga. That shit, bro. Yo,
And I remember, and it's true because it says causing offense or revealing private information.
Yeah,
The women that you pillow talk with right now, guess what? The pillow talk with the next nigga, man.
and she'll expose you to the next guy.
Exactly.
You know, talking about how soft you were, you know?
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't big. He only lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't do this for me. He didn't do that for me. That's what you women most likely do, man. You get fed up with the man you're with. You move on to another man, and you explain all the details of that man's life to the other man. So you don't really move on, do you? You keep the shit and you use it for yourself. That's how you women work. But you're supposed to have discretion, man. Because just like the brother said, being humble and having discretion is actually more beautiful than being beautiful physically.
Yeah, man. You know, because if you got a woman that has a beautiful spirit, yo, that shit is, that is attractive, man.
Her looks won't really matter to you.
Yo, that is attractive. Why? Because you know that this woman actually respects you, man. You know, and worse than anything, a man hates to be disrespected. No matter how fine the fuck a woman is, yo, he'll
Especially
leave,
by a
man.
weaker vessel.
Yeah, man, he'll leave, bro. You
It's
know?
like being disrespected by my cat that I feed every day.
Yeah.
They can't live without me.
Yeah, you know, and that's the reason why these women are so fucking proud, you know, and they hate the man and they think they're above the man is because Esau actually gives them everything that the man could have given them. So now, you know, so
And
basically,
even more.
right, and then even more. So then now the woman thinks that she can do it on her own.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, she talks shit and she doesn't need the man. It's because, you know, we don't even have to feed them, you know, we don't even have to feed them anymore because the white man looks after them. So now the woman thinks that, you know,
With the
that they're
food
all
stamps and all the different child, man, you have men paying child tax or child support for kids who are not even theirs.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's how you know the system is set for because that's how they destroy homes. They take the father out and let the woman run the home. And Esau knows while this woman's running the home, the home's gonna be chaotic anyway.
Yeah.
So we did our job.
Exactly.
That boy grows up to be a reprobate. He has no judgment. Okay, you learn strict judgment from your father.
Yeah.
Or he grows up to be a faggot, a flaming faggot, homosexual. Because he's always around his mother. He's never, you know, going out and getting a real job, getting his hands dirty.
Yeah.
He's never doing any of that kind of stuff.
Exactly, you know? And with the woman, in order for you to receive all these benefits from the white man, literally the contract is that the man has to be outside the home. Because if the man is in the home, you know, right? Because if the man is in the home, Esau pretty much says that, you know what, you don't need any more support. You know? You don't need any support if the man's at home. Right? So basically, you know, that's what you
You know, it's fucking, I was just thinking, man, it's fucking insane.
yeah.
This guy is not moving. He used it to move.
Yeah.
He's sitting there and he's still doing it.
Yeah.
What's insane?
Stealing smells like shit, bro. You know? But, you know,
Yeah, this kid does smell like shit.
it's nasty, man. Like, we need to get the hell out of here, man. You know? But, you know, like as I was saying, you know, Esau literally tells you that the man has to be outside the home in order for you to receive all these benefits. Why? Because if the man's at home, then now you guys can join, you know, your income, and then now you can support each other.
That's right.
So if the man's outside the home, then now the woman can receive more, and then plus she can do all the hoeing that she wants, man. You know, because if she's fucking single, she has a son or a daughter, you know, that child grows up to be just like the mom.
That's right.
You know, seeing different men come into the home, you know, saying, you know, Amma, this is your uncle, you know, but the man is fucking her, man. That shit is wicked, but this is the kingdom, man.
right.
It's actually fucking nasty and it's disgusting, man.
Yeah, man,
You know,
cheating is the norm, man.
you know, to think about that shit.
Women sleeping like cheating on men. Because men, according to the Bible, men can't cheat on women.
Oh,
Okay, we're supposed to have multiple women according to the Bible.
yeah.
But women are not supposed to be filled up with different men.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, there's this example, right? If a man, you know, if a woman sleeps with two different men, you know, and let's say like, you know, if a woman sleeps with two different men and she gets pregnant, you know, who is that child? Right? Like,
Yeah, whose child is that?
right, you know, you don't know whose child that is. But if a man is with two different women and those women get pregnant,
It's still-
you know who the man, you know who that child is, right?
That's a
Right?
beautiful example. That's a beautiful
Right? So it just goes to show you right there that there's confusion with the woman sleeping with two different men, man. Okay?
That's nature telling you it's not right.
You're right, you know, but a man, you know, if a man sleeps with two different women, that you know, those child are the man's child, man. You know, that's the man's seed.
You know how
You
many
know?
women are? It's his.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, and no matter you know how many men, you know, Salaka, you know, and no matter you know how many women a man sleeps with, you know, that man will never actually, you know, get sick. You know, if those women are virgin, you know, only women can actually give you those diseases because they've been with so many different men.
Yeah, because really, you know, the vagina is an open womb.
Yeah.
That's why it bleeds, it cleans itself out. Like those things happen for the Most High has it set up for a reason like that. But you got women who will put that IUD up in there where they don't even get periods anymore. So all that cleaning that's supposed to be done is not getting done.
Yeah.
My woman, when I first met her, she was on that shit, and it took me about like 6 months to tell her to get off of it, man. Because that's fucked to me. To have a plastic or whatever it is in there to disrupt the natural order of your body.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's messed up. She didn't get periods. She'll get them late. She didn't know when they were coming. She didn't bleed. It was messed up.
Yeah, because the body is actually now like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, they didn't know what's going on. It's being confused.
Yeah. Yo, that's exactly like a bunch of these women show like they're on that stuff.
Yeah. And it's because what? They want to hold around. They want to hold around without the consequence of having a child every time they're having sex. That's why abortions are rampage. Because you fucking nigger-like women are the ones who are killing us off.
Yeah.
There's actually a statistic saying that more black African American males are killed by their mothers through abortion than anything else.
Well, yeah, you know, they say that the most dangerous place for a black child is in the is in the womb of the mother, man. Right?
That's
Because
great.
what? You know, the stats show that 1973, I believe, until now, there's about 17 billion children that were aborted, man.
Yeah.
You know? Which is crazy, man. Which is unreal.
That's insane, man. That's why the scriptures talk about how women, or that I think it says like even the animals know to feed their children, but a woman doesn't. You know, forgetting about her children. And it's true. Roughly perfect. These women, a lot of them don't really care about their children.
Yeah, you know, and the women of today, you know, they put their career ahead of actually thinking, you know what, like it's okay to have a child, right? Because now, you know, that's why they go on these, you know, birth control, IUD, and so on and on. It's because they're afraid to have a child. Why? Because they want to pursue their fucking careers, man. You know, they want to go to school and get their education and so on and on.
Selfish.
You know? Yes,
That's all it is.
that is
They're thinking about
selfish.
themselves.
Yeah, man. Because you know what if the man is ready to have a child? You know,
Exactly.
now he has to fucking wait for her, man.
That's right.
You know? But again, man, having a child in this kingdom, you know, is not
Yeah, it's not.
it's not
lawful.
even wise or a good idea.
It's not lawful.
Yeah.
It's not wise.
Yeah, you know, but you know, if it's given to you, from the Lord, then that's it. You just have to accept that, right?
Yeah.
Because the Lord knows why. But actually just going to sleep around with a bunch of women to have children, you better think twice, man. Because these women will lock you up.
Yeah, and the hell will come with it. That comes with it will make you think twice, man.
Yeah, and that's why the scripture says, "Give not thy seed
strength.
give not thy strength unto the woman." What is your strength? Your seed, man. Because you know what? Because like if you have a child, now everything that you do is for the child because now you actually care about that child, and that child is pretty much your weakness, man.
That's right.
That's
right.
But if you give that to someone else, now she can put you, on child support and so on.
Yeah, you're fucked. It's true. Actually, it was Logic. I don't know if Logic the rapper. He says basically said getting a shorty pregnant is a true definition of a life sentence. And I was like, yo, that's so true. Because exactly what you said. As soon as she's pregnant with your child, that's it. If you're not with her, let's say you guys are broken up, you're paying child support, you're paying so much money. So that you're like, fuck it, I don't even love the bitch, but I gotta be with her so I'm not broke.
Because of my child.
Exactly.
So
that's the weakness.
Yeah, and then you also have these women, who would actually sleep around with this man just to have a child, so that they can get money from the man. And these women, they're patient. They'll wait 10, 20 years with that man. Just that one day when he fucks up, she can say, oh, that's it, I'm done. Now she's gonna go file for a divorce, and then now, I have a child. Now you have to pay me $100,000 a month.
That's what these athletes. That's why all these athletes and movie stars, Jake, especially the rap stars, they get in trouble with these women because these women always catching them. Like Chris Brown and his child. It was just a woman that he slept with one night, and look, that's it. And Chris Brown's rich. She gets a portion of his money. Kobe, when he cheated, he fought tooth and nail for his woman not to leave because if she did leave him,
that's it.
His money was gone.
Everything.
So that's it, man. That's the power of the woman in this kingdom.
That's the valley of the shadow of death, man.
Yeah, the valley of the shadow of death.
That's crazy, man. And it says that they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh shall be not Back to Revelation 17, verse 8. The beast that thou saw was and is not, and shall lead you.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
It's heathens, man.
It's just Satan.
Look at you, man. Fuck. Like,
what? I was loud.
Mob is weird looking, man.
Yeah, the one guy.
Like,
That's judgment from the Lord.
Well, yeah, like again, right? Like when a Lot, slept with his daughters, that's what's it called? A defect.
Yeah, defect.
Right?
Incense.
Incense, man. Shit, nasty, man. And it said,
They call it Mongolian.
Yeah. That's right. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, that they that dwell on the earth shall wander, whose names were not written in the book of life.
Which the beast again is NATO. That's the system, right? Because at the end of the day, the only power that America has is through their military system. The military might. So once the military might is done and away with, they're weak.
That's their teeth, right?
That's their teeth.
That's why it says,
The young lion.
Yeah, break their teeth with
That's
the Lord, right?
Because with teeth is how you grip on something. When you eat it, anything you're eating is at your mercy of the teeth. You're gripping at it.
Like you have a lot of strength.
Exactly.
On that, right?
That's why Esau bites us with his teeth by putting a grip on us through the military, through the police. Right now, Esau is gripping on Jake through the police. Right? The police are killing Jake left and right. So that's their young teeth. Or that's the teeth of the young lion.
That's
Because in the scriptures, you have to know when it's talking about Jacob, when it's talking about Esau. Because the line represents Judah. So you're thinking it's talking about Judah, but it's really talking about Esau.
And it says, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, that they behold.
When it says their name was not written in the book of life from the foundation of the earth, which means even since the beginning of time, the elect were already elected. The people who are going to be saved till this very day, as we go to the end of his kingdom, are the same people from the beginning. So it's never changed. It's not like there was 10 people that were going to be saved and all of a sudden it got to 144,000 now.
Yeah.
No, because the Lord is he does not change. He's the same from the very beginning to the end. So the elect are going to be saved. That's why it seems like we're being overconfident being out here and saying that only the elect are going to be saved, only the elect. They kind of say we're up the whole full depth because guess what? At the end of the day, a key characteristic of the elect is doing this work out here in the highways and byways. And not just doing this work, you got multiple camps who are doing the work, right? But you only got one camp who's doing the work in 100% truth. And that's the elect. Heck, if you want to get deep, if you can receive it, the elect help Yahushua build the worlds. Think about that. So for every man that you see out here doing the work in Great Millstone, one of those the men, every single man has the potential to be, if he's of the elect, is one of the men who helped Yahushua build the worlds. See, in the kingdom, man, I don't think a lot of people don't really take into consideration how beautiful it's going to be of the elect in the kingdom, man. Because as all of Israel, yeah, all of Israel is going to be ruling in the kingdom. All of Israel is going to be living nice because guess what? That's a promise from the Most High through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So we get to be kings in Yahushua's kingdom by default to Israel.
Yeah.
But you'll get Israel, and then you'll have within Israel the elect, who are even going to be more famous and more blessed than other Israelites, man. That's what you call order. The top dog to the lowest dog, but even the lowest dog of Israel is going to be 100 times better than any other nation out there. So the kingdom's beautiful, man. You can't go wrong with the kingdom. That's just one of many things, of many blessings that we're going to get in the kingdom, man. That's why this place, America, this kingdom, you know, I call Canada America too because we're drinking of the same wine. But this place, this kingdom, that's why we don't care to live nice in this kingdom. We don't have 10-year plans, or we don't have plans to build our credit so we can buy a house in the next 5 years. We know this is not our home. We're just passing by until Yahushua comes and gets us, man. We're willing to be elect. It's that simple. The mission, the goal is to be saved. That's the goal. If the goal wasn't to be saved, I wouldn't be doing the work. None of us would be doing the work if we didn't want to be saved. The great destruction that's spoke about in the Bible.
That's right. I got a scripture. Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning.
Hey, that's beautiful.
Right?
Declaring the end from the beginning.
That's crazy.
Hey, you go all the way back to Noah.
Yo, so the Lord, I can't, dog. Declaring the end from the beginning. Yo, so from the beginning, the Lord already had the elect and everything, and He knew what the end would be like and everything, man.
And if you want to, honestly, the end began as soon as Eve went off. That was the end. That was the beginning of the end. As soon as Eve went off.
Come on. declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done.
So read that again.
Yo, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure.
Which is good. That's why when we're speaking the truth and we're pushing out these prophecies, making these videos, it doesn't get to us that you guys keep saying, well, when is it gonna happen? Like we just said, Nate, we're here, it's June, and there's no modified E-chip. It doesn't matter if you don't believe it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord, if you're saying what we're saying is not gonna happen, you're calling the Most High and the Son a liar, bro. Because we're only reading off their book, off their words. We're only speaking their words. So guess what? You Edomites, you elites, you guys are the dumbest because you are the one that believes that your kingdom's gonna go on forever.
Yeah.
Little did you know, as soon as you came up to power, even before you came up to power, it was already planned that you were going to get destroyed. So your downfall was already planned before you came up into power. That's mind-blowing, really. To think of somebody else's demise before they even get up into the rise. It's over. Which is crazy. Which actually, that's why I believe Satan is actually feeding the elites bullshit to keep them going, keep them believing, because the elites actually believe that we're the enemy.
Yeah.
That we're the ones that are coming against them, or that are supposed to be on the bottom, and they're the ones with the blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because Esau's feeding it to them.
I got a scripture, like about the kings and like about the Edens, the idols and stuff, because Esau, just like you said, right? This is Isaiah 41 verse 22. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods in lowercase, yea, do good or do evil, that we may dismay and behold it together.
So guess what? You guys are about to find out, Lord Brother of the elect, you're about to find out that we're gods. Because the scripture says that we are God. Because man, prophecy is a powerful thing. That's why this book is powerful. So the word of the Lord is powerful mainly because it's speaking about things that are about that haven't happened yet, and they're happening.
Yeah.
So and I don't care what you do or what you say, you can't rule out prophecy. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
If someone tells you, I always say, if someone tells you you're gonna win $1 million a week from now on Sunday at 3 p.m. and you win it, you're gonna find that guy. Like, what the fuck? How do you know that?
Yeah, exactly. Because Esau thinks that he can actually stop the prophecies. They're
happening. Yeah.
Right? There's a reason why Esau is not, Esau's not taking us out the street right now. Because deep down, Esau knows that if he takes us out the street, then that's it.
He's going to
He's
trying to be stubborn.
He's going with the prophecies, but again, right? The Lord has him not doing that because the elect still needs to be fully sealed, right? So the Lord actually has him thinking that, you know what, I'm not actually, going to take him out the streets. Not
the prophecy,
right?
doing that.
Right? Not knowing that that's actually the will of the Lord. Anything that you do, any move that you make, the Lord has already knew about that, man. And that's why it's so hard for these people to actually, to come against this truth, because it's not something that they can control.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I guess these elites up frustrated up at night, that they have no control over this.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Everything else they did. The churches they did.
Yeah.
The other camps, Nate and the rest, they did.
Yeah.
But GMS Great Millstone that has 100% truth, they couldn't touch it.
That's it.
And still haven't been able to touch it to this day.
And even when Esau, has touched, like IUIC, like these camps, Esau has control, over them because Esau gave him money, to sell out, although you might have the masses, who might think that, basically, you might have the masses who might think that, like every single, camp out there is corrupted. Esau still knows deep down in his spirit, he can't sleep and he can't be, and Esau cannot be comfortable not knowing that there's still one camp named GMS that he does not have control over, man.
And you know what? That's the camp that's doing the most damage to Esau.
Yeah.
We're the ones who do the most damage because we have 100% truth.
Yeah.
Because Nate and all those other camps, they're not doing the most damage because one, they're paid off so they can't speak bad shit about the elites. And second of all, they don't have the full truth, so they're not really wounding or making Esau bare and naked. But we are not under the chains of both of those. Esau has infiltrated GMS, and one, we have 100% truth. So it's a two-edged sword, man.
Okay, let's go to Acts 5:28, saying, "Did not we straightly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, we have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine. And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine."
And in today's day, it's not talking about the land Jerusalem, but it's talking about the people.
Yeah.
Cause look how popular this thing is, man.
Yeah.
You got people like Kendrick Lamar. This guy is a devil too. Kendrick's a little wicked kid. That's how you know he's still under Esau because he came out saying, "Don't call me black, I'm an Israelite." So you're telling me if he knows he's an Israelite, you're telling me he doesn't know the Lord's name?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
In one song, I think it's I forgot what song it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he said, "I'm not wearing a cross because Yahshua's coming back." He knows the name's Yahushua, but he can't say that.
Yeah.
And if he says it, his whole career will be over.
Yeah. And
This
actually,
nigga knows it, man.
yeah, and actually the Lord actually set him up just so that these people cannot have any hope for their sins. These people can't say that, I never knew if I was an Israelite. You see that a lot of Jake who know about Kendrick Lamar. So when they actually, say these lyrics, when they sing these songs, "I'm not black anymore, don't call me black anymore, I'm an Israelite," you have to consider, what is an Israelite?
Yeah.
So now, what, let me go look it up on your YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an Israelite. Now there you go. It's been shown to you, man. You know what I mean? It's, the truth has been revealed to you, and then you know what? And then from there on, if you hearken unto it and you come to the truth, great. If not, that's great too, man. You're gonna die. That's it. That's it, bro.
Plain to the point, man.
Yeah. This truth is beautiful, man.
It is beautiful, man.
Because there's order.
It's really like when the Most High says his name, it's a strong tower that we run into. It makes sense, man, because in everything we do, we're doing it in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and that's why we're protected. Lord willing of the elect. Because if we were doing this in the name of Jesus Christ, best believe you probably would have been stabbed already. Because we're not under any protection.
Yeah.
Probably either would have been stabbed, or these cops probably would have canceled this thing out.
Yeah. If we were doing this in the name of Jesus, we wouldn't even have, we wouldn't have the motivation, the right, Russians would not want to do the work as bad as we do now, because why? Because with the name Yahushua, there's that fear, man.
Because it's an actual driving force.
Because with Jesus Christ, you can do whatever the fuck you want, man.
Yeah, you don't respect Jesus Christ.
You don't.
Scared of him.
You love Jesus Christ, but with Yahushua, you fear him first. And fear is the beginning of wisdom and understanding, man. Because Jesus Christ, you can do whatever the hell you want, man, honestly. When you say Jesus Christ, that image or that faggot comes to your mind every time.
Don't believe us? Look at Christians today that pray in the name of Jesus Christ, that preach in the name of Jesus Christ. Look at their fruit and tell me they're not contradicting themselves every time.
Yeah.
Tell me they're not hypocrites every time.
Yeah.
Talking about that the Lord loves everybody.
Yeah.
Reading out of a book saying the Lord loves everybody, and Jesus Christ is so-called white man, but yet in that book it says opposite thing of both matters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, man.
Contradicting themselves.
And that's the thing, right? If you
And that's
see,
what you get by speaking in the name of Jesus Christ.
yeah, because there's always two sides to it, right? If you say that Jesus Christ loves everyone, you also have to explain to us why does it say that the Lord only loves the elect, right? You know what I mean? Like, you have to explain that. You can't just take what you want and then run away with it, man. You have to give us both explanation, man. You know? And over here we do that, man. We tell you that the Lord does not love everyone because your understanding of what we think you understand is not right. And then we break it down to you, man. You know?
Where are you at before? Where are you at right now?
Yeah. I'm still at verse 8. Okay? And it says, and they shall dwell on the earth, Salakia, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, that they, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are the 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue before things. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth unto perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet.
Which, if not mistaken, that's speaking about America, the nation, because America actually came out of Great Britain. Well, Great Britain.
Daughter.
Yeah, the daughter of Great Britain. So really, that's what it's speaking about, because America is the only king. That's the one that's still standing. That's the last king that's still standing right now. Because after America, everything else is going to be done. That's why I'm not even a real hair.
Bro, none of them have their real hair, huh? Yo, man, that's how you know who Jake is.
Yeah,
you know? None of them. And if they do, they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. Yo.
It's so true. Eventually they end up cutting it off.
Yeah, you know, there's this thing like in the world, that I heard, is that you can't please a woman. God would give her an eyebrow, and the woman would shave it up and then draw it back in. What the fuck, bro? That's the same thing with the black woman in her hair, man. They might have some long, beautiful hair. She'll cut it off and then put braids on. Yeah.
The most like it. That's so funny, man. It's so true because it's true. They shave it off and they draw it back on. Why the fuck did you shave it off?
Yo, there's no logical explanation for that. Honestly, why would you shave off the hair and then draw it back on? Why would you do that? Man, that's real, man.
Most times double to you, man. That's fucked.
Yo, the Lord has deprived her of wisdom because that is common sense. And when the Lord took that away from you, you do shit like that. You actually draw your eyebrows in.
Oh man, I'm in tears.
And then it looks like a fucking square, bro. That shit doesn't even look right, man. Like, yo, go natural, man. You know?
Yeah, it is, yeah, man. Like, it's natural women nowadays, it's impossible to find. They always have some kind of piece of plastic in them.
Yeah.
Whether it be on their buttocks or on their breasts,
Yeah, man.
or even in their vagina so they don't get pregnant.
Exactly,
Or even
man.
with their hair.
Exactly. Yo, that's what they say, no man. No wonder why men have trust issues. Because when you wake up to that shit in the morning, you're like, what the fuck? Yo,
How long have you been looking like this? Yeah.
It's like, yo, when I met you, it was not like that. You know what I mean? Yo, that's why they say, when you meet a woman, the first thing you should do is go swimming, man. It's because all of that makeup shit will come up, and that's a real woman that you'll see right there, man. Take her swimming, man, or throw her in the pool.
Yeah, that's right.
Have all that shit come off, man. Because what you see today is all like artificial, it's fake.
Yeah, it's not real, it's cosmetics.
Silicone, all that breast implants,
And
all
like
that shit.
women did have, like in the ancient time, they did put on like lipstick and stuff like that. But the amount, everything is supposed to be done in moderation.
That's right. scripture. This is in the book of Maccabees. And there was, it's like a Maccabees 1 verse 25. And there, it's like a therefore was there great mourning in Israel, in every place where they were, so that the princes and the elders mourned, the virgins and the young men, and were made feeble.
So-called white people want to get in slavery.
That's right, man.
Get
Damn
ready for
devil.
your slavery, man.
That's right, damn devil. And it says, so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. That's why you gotta
Boy,
do
you
the
women are
routine,
getting
man.
it today, man.
That's crazy,
Most
man.
Spirit is good. You women are getting it today.
That's right, man. The beauty of woman was changed, man. There was great mourning in Israel.
That's right.
Until and that was back then. Imagine today, the woman stank, man. Like that, that whiff is nasty, man. It's like a damn sewer, man. You know?
It's crazy.
And then, what doesn't even help is that they're fucking loud. I hate a loud woman, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, a little discretion, man.
Let me go back and read that book of Revelation. Yo, every time, we want to go into a relationship, the Lord has
As I said,
the spirit of the woman come up
Yeah,
again.
the women are
You know?
getting it today.
God, the woman is like, fuck, man. Yo, when you got a beautiful woman who is in peace. Yo, let me read the scripture.
Yeah, come here, go ahead.
It's a lot. That one video.
Yeah, that's Jake, yeah. That's crazy, man. The Most High not pleased with the women there.
I got a scripture. This is in the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 1. In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before Yahweh Shai and men. And the unity of brethren, the love of neighbor, and a man and a wife that agree together. Right?
And you know what? In this truth, forget it. Forget it. Your woman's not going to agree with you. Forget it. You know what? She might agree upon the soft and light things of the truth. But when you start to get deep, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it, man. That's scriptural.
That's right.
It says that the Lord in Joel, I think 17 and it was 30. Joel 30. Is it 37 to 17 or something like that? And it says that he gave the woman. He void the woman without judgment. She's void of judgment. So these women don't have.
Which is a reprobate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. That's reprobate.
Yeah.
They don't have the understanding to go to get deep. Like maybe in the kingdom.
You know, true shit.
These Edomites hate seeing us bring out the truth. In the kingdom, yeah, it's not even spiritual. So spirit just reacting, the body does whatever. No, I know. It's crazy.
But anyways, like that.
It's all good. In the kingdom, it's the only time when our women are going to understand the truth fully. Because at that time, they're going to be humble. But in this kingdom, the women, first of all, they have no understanding. Second of all, they're too proud to even to have you be the one to break down the truth to them. That's wicked, man. Most of you women will have a man who's in the truth, who's trying to break down the truth to you, and you don't like it, but here you are watching Joel Osteen on the fucking laptop.
Yeah.
That's adultery too, because you know what? At the end of the day, there's no way you're not checking. So this is the guy, something Jennings. He's another so-called preacher, and you know, he's a young guy, and my woman was watching. I was like, yo, you know, at the end of the day, you're still committing adultery because you're watching
I know who I am. Again,
That's right. That's right.
There you go. It's a number now.
Exactly. You know, and that's it, man. Because when you're with your man, you're not supposed to be getting outside information from other men.
Yeah. That's right.
You have to use supposed to be getting the information about the Bible from your man.
Yo, that's what I said. If they should learn anything, they should learn anything, let them answer questions at home. You know, because a man of understanding, right? A man of understanding, a man that knows order will actually get upset when his woman is learning from another man.
That's when women come up here. If we have the first thing we're asking is if you have a man.
Yeah.
If you have a man, we'll tell you to bring your man over here. We'll teach him, and he'll teach you.
Exactly, man. Because even the men today, they don't care, man. They would take a woman to these churches, have them hear the pastor. You should be able to do that, man. But again, the women of today, they would rather learn from someone else than their own husbands. Why? Because they would say something like, I don't want to get influenced.
It really is because the stuff that's being spoke about in the churches, it builds the woman. She loves hearing it.
Yeah.
It's sweet to her. It tickles her ears.
It does.
But what we say, eventually, especially if we're getting deep, because our women are most likely, or no, not most likely, all of our women are wicked. There's not one that's not.
Nobody has Sarah here.
Exactly. Yeah. No one has Sarah here. So, guess what? Evidently, at the end of the day, when you're going deep, things that you're breaking down to your woman are cutting her spirit. So she doesn't like hearing it because it's the truth.
Yeah.
But when she's at the church from Pastor John or Bob, her spirit's not getting cut because Pastor Bob is not speaking the truth.
Yeah.
So therefore she's loving it.
Exactly.
That's why, really.
Why? Because this truth strips the woman of their liberty.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're hurt. Right? Because you know what? Like it takes away, from what they want to do, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? But again, man, these women, at the end of the day, they just don't respect their own man at home. Because why would you not want to learn, from the man that you say that you love? This is a man, that will raise your children. If you don't want to learn from that man, then you might as well have someone else raise that child.
That's why it says committing adultery.
Mentally, right?
In the mind.
You're already committing adultery in the mind because you're actually, adding here to some other man rather than the man at your home. And and again, a man of understanding, a man of the Lord, that shit will cut his heart, but he has to fucking deal with that in this kingdom, man. That's the hell that comes with being a man of the Lord, man. Because the women are just out here, running rampage, man. And doing whatever the fuck they want, man. You can only tell your woman so much, but at the end of the day, she'll come back with her wicked understanding and be like, you know what, nigga, you can't tell me shit.
Exactly. And guess what? Who you have to thank for that? Esau.
Weak man,
These fucking Edomites. These Edomites are homosexuals, man. They're faggots.
Yeah.
That's why they want the women to run. Because they're faggots. They're in line with them, man.
Yeah, man, because with these women, like, you can actually talk to them about the scriptures, and you can actually start seeing that, what, she might actually understand. But then, just one day she'll just click. You're like, no, what the fuck, this is not right. And they come up against you, man. So that goes to show you that these women are actually programmed to keep the lust of the white man.
So guess what? If you're in a relationship, man, my advice to you, don't teach your woman the truth. Just leave it alone.
Man, no matter how tempting, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, I've mentioned that word. It's just that fires in that. You're like, man, you have to know you're an Israelite. You have to know this. I'm breaking it down to you.
Yeah, man. Honestly, that's the same thing with me too. There be days where I would go, and I know I'm not supposed to be doing it, but it's just that spirit. I'm like, why the fuck am I even talking to her about the scripture? It doesn't even matter if she knows that she's an Israelite or not. It doesn't even matter. She doesn't even have to know the Lord Yahushua, man. She can only be saved through me, and that's it.
Yeah, she doesn't even, she's right. She doesn't even know.
You know what I mean? Because you know what? Because you have a lot of these people, these churchgoers who try to convert you and tell you if you believe in Jesus Christ then you will be saved. I told my homie, you don't even need to believe in the Lord, man. You know what I mean? Like, because realistically, we are the woman, the man is the woman's Lord.
Absolutely.
Right? You know what I mean? So the woman has to believe in us to be saved, man. There's an order. We believe in Yahushua to be saved. We're Yahushua's woman, man. Right? So it all makes sense. The woman doesn't even need to do shit, bro. As long as she obeys the man and she keeps the order, and let's say, and the Lord wants her to be saved, then that's it. Because even, because at the end of the day, right, let's say, I'm an even, at the end of the day, which is wicked, the Lord might not want her to be saved even if she was alright. It's all up to the Lord. So at the end of the day, the woman doesn't, it doesn't matter with the woman, man. know, in the kingdom, and that's when you know what the laws and the law and everything, man. But over here, man, there's no time to waste on this woman, man.
Yeah, no, man. There's no time to waste on it. You might get your one night stand, yeah, that's cool and all, but don't look. If you're not in a relationship, don't try to get into it, man.
Yeah.
Just get the one night stands, get your heat out, get your burning out, then you're good.
And then that's it.
That's it.
God. This is verse 8. Sirach chapter 25, verse 8. Well is him that dwelleth with a wife of understanding.
Yeah, it is.
Yo.
You can't get any plain than that. Well, it's him. He's not stressed.
Yeah.
The man's not always angry when he gets home.
Yeah.
He's being cooked and she understands. He just came from an 8-10 hour day. The other one to come home and cook. I'll have it hot and ready for him.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't even have to have it hot. Just have it cooked. I'll warm it up. You know what I'm saying?
We'll meet halfway.
Yeah, no, you halfway. I'll warm it up. Just cook it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm willing to reduce my standards in this kingdom.
I feel to understand.
Yeah, come on.
Yo, see, it just goes to show you how low we are in this kingdom, you know? Honestly, man. Because in the kingdom, like thinking like that would not even come across our mind, man.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you that we're in a low state that we're actually willing. We're willing to be halfway
Yeah,
with this woman. But now it's like we do 100% of the work, man.
That's right.
You know?
You cook, you clean, you work, you make money. All she does is eat, sit out. Hey, chill. And you know what? The women are supposed to stay at home.
Yeah.
But like me, if I'm not making enough money and you decide not to work, you better not be spending the money on nonsense.
Yeah.
Because you know, some of these women will be at home, not working, right?
Yeah.
Not making an income,
Oh.
staying at home. But when you make the income, the money that you make, they're spending on new clothes, going shopping. Let's go traveling every weekend. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. You know?
At that point, man, fuck you. You can work too. I don't give a shit that you're not at the house. Go get a job, man. I don't care. You're in this kingdom anyway. So.
Kinda, and that's why, like basically, like in the scripture, how it says that, everything, has been turned upside down, right? Where now you got the woman working and doing all this shit, and then you got some men that are in the house all day. That's why the scripture says this right here. It says, Sirach 25 verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A woman, if she maintain her husband, what does that mean? That means that, she has to do everything,
Yeah.
work, cook, clean, a woman is maintaining her husband, eventually she's gonna be like, nigga, get the fuck,
Yeah, get up and get a job.
get a job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right, that's not supposed to be your role any fucking ways. But now that you want to fucking work all the time and do what a man does, that's what comes with it, man. These women are confused, man, because they want to play the role of a man, but then they want to be treated.
Yeah, they want
like
they want to play the role of man, but want the benefits of being
a woman. You can't have both, bitch. You can't have both, man. Honestly, man, because you know what? Like, I've actually met women who want to take the lead. Women who want to be in control, but then they want to be led at the same time. They want the men to tell them what to do, but then they want to fucking lead. I don't understand. What the fuck do you want, man? You know what I mean? And I get so confused when I actually come across these type of women, man, because I can read their characteristic. Right? You can read their spirit, and these are the women that want to lead, they want to, and so on and on. But then they complain if their man is not doing anything. And I'm just like,
no understanding.
yeah, it's
That's what it
yo,
goes down to. No understanding, man.
they're bugged up. Literally, that's it.
See, for the women that actually listen to us, for some of you women, the very few of you that listen to us, at least humble yourself to listen to us.
Yeah, that's it, man. Going back to Revelation 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power.
NATO, EU, and even if you go to, NATO, EU, with America, they're all working in the same unit, same conjunction.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the day, when Yahweh Shai comes back real soon with the angels and the chariots, they're going to come together. All of them are going to work together to take down Yahweh Shai.
Oh, yeah.
To try and
Yeah.
to try and take down Yahweh Shai and the elect and the angels and the chariots, man.
That's right. That's right. It says, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength to the beast.
That's right.
These shall make war with the Lamb.
That's it. That's it. The Lamb and Yahweh Shai.
Right?
That's right.
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord.
But the Lamb shall overcome them.
Yeah.
So guess what? That's a prophecy.
Yeah, yeah.
You saw it, and all you other nations, and you two-thirds have you seen these prophecies happen right
Yeah.
now. That's another prophecy you should watch for.
Yeah. Yeah, but it shall come to pass.
That's
Meaning
right.
that it will happen.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings.
That's right, man.
And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. The elect.
The elect, man. Called and chosen and faithful.
Time. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are people,
That's right.
and multitudes and nations and tongues, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Now, give me a second. Real quick here.
Yo, let me read that again slowly, bro. Okay? And it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked. Who's that whore? America, man. You know? And these nations, you know, America's allies are gonna come up against America. Why? Because they're gonna know, man, that hey, this shit is, you know, America's already destroyed, man.
That's right.
You know, they're gonna destroy America. They're gonna shoot the missiles at America, man. You know, they're gonna hate the whore. You know, and it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh Bashim Yahushai hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. Yo.
That's it. Because
So even if they don't want to, the Lord will make them.
that's right.
The Lord
That's
will
right.
make them do that, man.
Showing you the Most High is in control of everything, man. You cannot do. You're never not doing the will of the Most High.
Never.
Think of it that way.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, say, think, or react,
Yeah.
it's always according to the will of the Most High.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, the Most High, and so who do you think the Most High is going to pick? You just think of it like this: he's going to pick Esau to win the great battle, or his only begotten son to win the great battle.
That's right.
So that's why that scripture where it says, "If the Lord is with us, who can stand against us?" It's really true, man. Because the Lord is the one who controls everything. So if the man that controls everything is on your side, what do you have to fear?
That's right. That's right, man. Because like even when I was in the world, yo, I knew that anything that I did, the Lord had, the Lord already saw it.
Yeah,
like
I know.
right? Like there's nothing, or like like a movement, or like what I say. There's nothing that I did that the Lord did not know.
Yeah, and this is before you're in the truth,
Yo,
right?
way before, man.
Showing you that spiritual, man. It's a spiritual connection. Because even me too, before I came
When I
to
was a
truth,
child, I knew that, man.
before I came to the truth, I knew, like, every time I went off, I would know, like, I was scared, like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen, because I know I did something wrong.
There's gonna be,
Exactly.
consequences
Exactly.
for that action.
So showing you, we already understood that the Most High had control over everything,
Yeah.
just not to the depth that we have now.
Yeah.
That's all it really was.
Now it's been confirmed.
Yeah, it's been confirmed.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
Literally.
that hunch,
Yeah.
whatever you had, it was confirmed.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because like even in the truth, there's some things that go through your mind.
Like having a beard,
Right?
that's been confirmed.
Right? And then, right, there's some things, that go through their mind, and then sometimes, like, because you're not sure, and then you hook up, and then, like, you will come across a video, the apostles are talking about it, and like, yo, it's been confirmed,
Yeah,
man.
God,
It
that's
makes
the Most
sense.
High answering.
You know what I mean? That's the Lord actually answering you that, what you were thinking was probably correct.
And it's crazy because, again, going back to the women,
Yeah.
what a woman, my mom is famous for this in my eyes. Always saying, have you spoken to the Lord? Or have you,
Yeah.
have you really asked? I was like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, I'm cheese,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because these women believe, it was their pride, again, it's their pride. They believe that they're on such a level that they can actually have a one-on-one communication with the Most High.
Yeah.
They can skip Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
They can skip, not even talking about Yahweh Shai, they can skip their own men.
Yeah.
They skip Yahweh Shai and then skip the angels and talk straight to Yahweh,
Yeah.
the Most High. Well, you want to get 1 Samuel, I think the second chapter where she was praying, and he told her,
Oh.
that's the perfect cut, and he told her, he like basically said that he would entreat for her to the Most High.
Oh, yeah.
But the prophet, or the king at the time was Elijah.
I know.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? She's praying for Samuel.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And he said,
Yeah, she was praying. He thought she might have been drunk because she was talking to herself. He thought she might have been talking to herself.
Yeah, I think it's in
It's either one or
First Samuel 17. Spirit of the Lord.
yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
Read 1 and 8.
First Samuel 1 and 8?
Yeah, and then jump to 11 after that.
Right. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 8. Then said Elkanah, her husband, to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? And am not I better than 10 sons?
Yeah, see, showing you, man, that's beautiful. Back then,
Yeah, better to thee than
women
10 sons.
wanted to have children. It was
Yeah.
like a,
Yeah.
look at her. Her husband's asking you, like, how you still upset? Am I
Yeah.
not better than having children?
Yeah, they're not even 10
But
sons.
now it's reversed. Women don't. Most women don't, and if they do, most of them only want to if the man's rich, so they can get. Because if the man's poor, they're not trying to have a kid. They're not trying to have a family with a poor man.
Yeah.
Right? Even like, and when I say poor, I don't mean dead broke. I mean like considered one of us.
Yeah.
You don't see the top 8, what they call them, A-list women, are coming down here having kids with us or trying to have children with us just because we're men of the Lord. No. Back nowadays, women don't want to have kids. Back then, it was a woman's nature to have kids.
Oh, yeah, like for example with Sarah, Sarah, because she was barren at the time, she gave Abraham Hagar, her handmaids, just so that Hagar can have children for her.
That's crazy, right?
Yo,
Now, women would never do that.
Yo, a woman would tell you,
Never.
hey, you know what? Since I can't have children, can you
Can we adopt?
Yeah.
Or can we get a donor?
Yeah.
Have some other man's sperm
Oh,
be in
that
her
shit is
so you can have a
perfect.
child. You know they do that shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
That shit is
That's
nasty.
adultery too, man.
Yeah, man. That shit is gross, man.
And the man, and you know what's crazy? The man might be a homosexual.
Yeah,
but just because he's a
they do
man.
it.
Yeah. Oh,
They do it.
fuck that, man.
They do it. This is why we cannot live here any longer.
Be barren for the rest of your life. I ain't doing that shit.
Oh man. But yeah, man, today you will not have a woman tell you, can you please, have a child with my best friend, for me.
Yeah, no, yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
no. Way too prideful. Everything that they have is theirs. It's all theirs.
A woman would have you burn for the rest of your life just because she doesn't want to have to
Well, you
deal
see
with
the
jealousy.
memes. You see
Yeah.
the memes. They make, I'm gonna cut off your penis if you do this.
Yeah. It's
Do
crazy.
this and do that.
It's crazy, man. But it is what it is, right? Come on, going back to 1 Samuel, right?
Yeah.
And then you said jump to verse.
Oh yeah, well, where are we at? 8?
Yeah.
Finish 8? Yeah, jump
Yeah.
to 11. That might be the point.
Come on, verse 11.
Yeah.
Come on. It's 1 Samuel 1 and 11. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thine handmaid and remember me and not forget thine handmaid, but will give unto thine handmaid a man child. She didn't say a female child.
Yeah.
Why? Because they knew that, a boy, was more important, man.
Yeah, correct.
Because, a boy would, basically, a boy, was able to, basically, I'm gonna take the father's throne.
They'll carry the family's name.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Exactly, because that's the seed, man.
That's the seed. That's right. Especially if you had a business and you was doing something, there's something to be taken over.
Exactly. But will give unto thine handmaid a man child, then I will give him unto the Lord Yahweh all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head.
No razor come upon his head. That's it, man. You're not supposed to be, because a razor is what gets you bald, right? You're not supposed to be bald.
Yeah.
That's how you know when someone's completely bald, either they're losing their hair, or they took a razor right to their head.
Yeah. And I think, that was a law,
Of the Nazarene.
of the Nazarene, yeah. And it says, verse 12, but it came, but it came to pass as she continued praying before the Lord Yahweh, that Eli marked her mouth.
Whoa, Eli, why does he have the authority to mark her mouth? Because it's the order that we were talking about.
You can stop a woman's prayer.
Exactly.
As a man, because we're after our Lord, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead and read it, break that down. I actually gotta look at that word anyway.
There's another scripture I believe in the book of Numbers, that talk about how a man can actually stop a woman's prayer.
Oh, yeah.
Like let's say a woman goes and prays to the Lord for something. If that man does not want it,
agree with the Lord and pray,
the man can actually pray to the to the Lord and be like, Lord,
don't deny your prayer. We're showing you the authority of a man over a woman, but if a woman can't do it to a man, there's no example of a woman denying a man's prayer to the Lord.
Okay. This is the book of Numbers. What's that?
Handshake?
No, sorry.
Aw.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 6. And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallow her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. See? So the man has the authority to actually stop it, man. If he heard it, and if he disallows it right there and then the Lord will reject it, man.
That's right. Look up that word marked in 1 Samuel 1 and 12, right?
Yeah, 1 and 12. Yeah.
And the word there, it says shamar, and it means to keep, to guard, to observe, give heed, to keep, have charge of. So when he marked her prayer, it's like when you're working and you're on probation, your boss oversees everything you're doing just to make sure it's up to par.
Yeah.
So when he heard her pray, when Eli heard her pray, he marked her prayer and was kind of just observing it. It was like this, whether it was a good prayer or a bad prayer, a humble prayer or not. And if it wasn't one that he agreed with, he canceled it. He could cancel it, just like the brother read. So that's the authority that the Most High gave us over the woman. But where are you going to hear this in the churches? Why? Because 60 to 80% of the churches are filled with women. So when you speak this, these pastors ain't going to make their moolah, are they? Because now all of a sudden you can have tons of women. If pastors were reading scriptures like this in the churches, they would have an empty church. Like I said, the church is mostly filled with the women. And you read this, all those women are going to be in uproar. Now, one of them will be like, you know what? That is true. It's in the Bible. It's truth. Because they have too much pride. The amount of pride Esau's been building in these women, and I say Esau because it's really these elites who are the backbone of these of our women's pride is the elites. Because our women's pride, they know that whatever happens to them, whether they may, let's say they get struck or they come into any kind of trouble, that all they need to do is go to the system. The system's already gonna be it's already gonna be what word am I looking for here? It's already gonna be in a joint agreement with whatever claims they have to put out against your man, against their husbands.
I got a scripture here, and this is twofold, like it can also pertain to the man or the woman. This is the Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
Oh,
There you go, right?
So all you women are, all you women are not doing the right thing. So all your prayers are abomination.
Exactly. So the woman, hearing the law of the man. If the law of the man comes from the law of the Lord, right? So if they don't keep, if they don't hear the law of the Lord, their prayer shall be an abomination.
That's right.
Their prayer shall not be heard from the Lord.
That's right.
Right?
And one of the laws of the Lord is to stay in subjection unto your man.
Here's that.
So guess what? You're not doing that. He's not hearing you, bro.
That's cool, man.
He's not hearing you.
That's cool, man.
My mom always says, I always tell my mom, like, you still praying my name? She's like, damn it. The Lord knows all languages. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it doesn't mean. And these women are like, they're so lazy. They think, okay, well, it's the Lord, it's God, He knows everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I'm saying to Him, He'll understand.
But the Lord's not here. The Lord's not here to cater to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Who are you?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And the scripture says that the Lord shall return unto them a pure tongue.
Exactly.
The Lord shall return a pure tongue.
English
and they
got
shall,
a pure tongue.
Yeah, and they shall call on the name of the Lord in that pure tongue. What's that? The Hebrew, man.
That's right.
Of course, the Lord knows that He took His name away, but He's going to give it back.
Right.
So the Lord gave it back. Why don't you go to that name?
Exactly.
That name is more powerful than any other name.
Women are fucking lazy, man.
What, man? They just want the Lord to be nice, and cater to them, and and
Like
make
Esau
things soft.
does. Like Esau does.
Man, they don't.
It's really all about Esau. It's like they got a whiff of Esau all these years. Now everything else has to be according to what Esau's been doing. The same thing.
That's right, man.
Same treatment.
Why? Because when you say Jesus, you got that white image in your head,
right.
man.
That's right.
That's right. You have that white image in your head, and that, right? And this guy would cater to you in a, I'm in a very,
Soft fashion.
soft fashion. And this guy's a faggot, man.
That's right.
So of course it's gonna be a damn woman back to you.
He would do because and that's why and what's proof of that? Because women will disagree, right? What's proof of that? All you women nowadays have at least one best friend that's homosexual, don't you? And why do you have one best friend that's homosexual? Because you like that he likes to go shopping with you. He talks about the gay shit that you talk about.
Yeah.
He's a talebearer like you, talking shit about everybody. Like women like gossip. He likes to gossip with you.
Exactly. And
Paint their nails, do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why a man. That's a perfect example. If we were to become more like women, we would have best friends of them all over the place.
That's right.
But it's fucked because you're best friends, but you can't touch them because you're supposed to be homosexual. You're not sleeping with them.
Yeah. And with
What's the point of that?
And with these women, even if they don't have a best friend that's homosexual, they don't mind it.
They would love it too. Trust me, they would love it.
How you
not gonna like a person who likes to do everything you like to do?
Yeah. It's not like they actually mind it, even if they don't have a friend that's homosexual, they actually, do not come up against a homosexual.
Exactly,
right?
Which means you're already in the same agreement with him.
Yeah, if you don't go against something, it means that you're okay with it,
You're just quietly okay with it.
Yeah, exactly,
Which is known as being PC, which stands for politically correct. We don't care to be politically correct. We care to be truthful and honest.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly, man.
That's it.
And that's the big difference right there.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, there's not too many people like us in this world, man. You know, who tell you straight the truth. Here, this society is all ran, you know, off lies and emotions. You know,
Yes, yes.
you know, like, you know, if you go to the church and you bring out the scripture to talk to your pastor, they get offended, you know, and they say, you know, like, we're not here to, you know, to debate.
Yeah, no, we're not here to debate.
Who is that? We're talking. You know,
We're not here to debate. The scripture said debate that cause
yeah,
of neighbor, man.
right? But you know, just the fact that you know that you actually ask them questions and you say something where like
Yeah,
you know,
think you're debating.
yeah, all of a sudden they get soft, you know, and they get scared. Like, well, to show you how soft the society is, everything is just done according to, you know, everybody be nice to each
How
other.
you feel?
You know what I mean? Which is fucking wicked, man. I hate this place, man.
Yeah.
This place needs to be destroyed, man. It's wicked.
Yeah, there's no place for us here. The only place we have here is on the highways and byways.
Yeah.
Even my own home is not the place for me, man.
Yeah, man. Exactly. And it says here, 1 Samuel 1 and 12, and it came to pass, as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart. Only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard.
right.
Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. And then it goes on.
I always find that funny. I can see him looking at her like, this bitch drunk? What's wrong with her?
Yeah, you know, because like, you know, when she was there praying, you know, she was bringing her mind, but then
Yeah.
her mouth is moving like,
Yeah.
you know?
Good, good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
But
right.
that proves right there that we have authority over you, women, man. If you don't understand that we have, if us being able to cancel your prayer to the Most High doesn't show you that we have authority over you, that's it, man.
Yeah, you know, and again, you know, like you women, you know, like you might scoff now, you
Yeah.
know, and we will say we have, you know, we have the authority over you and et cetera, et cetera. We know that right now we don't have the power,
No, right now,
right?
no.
But there's gonna come to a time where what we're saying will actually play out, man.
Which is gonna be soon, man.
You know?
It's not a long way from here. That's like it's gonna be real soon. It's right around the corner.
That's right, man, you know? Like right now, yeah, you know, we'll say we have authority over you, but realistically, you know, we can't do much until the Lord comes. So then when the Lord comes, yo, then now you see exactly what we're talking about, man. But, you know, realistically, the order is that the man is over the woman, man.
That's right.
You know?
All things are lawful but not expedient.
Yeah. You know, so right now, honestly, we're just preparing for the kingdom, man.
That's right,
You know,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you know, our mindset, you know, is being shifted towards having that rulership mentality, man. You know, as as of being a part of the elect, man. You know,
Well,
kind, you know, I got a quote here, you know, that I,
you wanna bring it up?
yeah, you know, that I wrote a while ago. It says here, winners act like winners before winning happens. See, so there you go, man. You know, like, you know, as a man of the Lord, you know, you gotta act like you're a man of the Lord before you get elected, man.
That's right, man.
Why? Because you know you have to believe, man. So so basically, you know, like as I was saying, you know, the Lord, you know, already put the man over the woman. Right now, we're talking, you know, but then it will eventually happen, man. Why? Because we believe right now, man.
that's right.
You know. And it says right here, Revelation 17 verse 17, and then verse 18, like it's the last verse.
Okay.
You have a pen? No, sorry, man. Revelation 17 verse 17, for God had put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God, Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
What city is that today?
Great city.
Who's the one city that thinks they can take down anybody that comes against them?
Yeah.
America. Case in point, what Donald Trump said to North Korea. Well, even while being well informed of what would happen if he said what he said or does what he does,
I used to come here.
he's still proud enough to say, you know what, come near us and we'll destroy you. Touch any of our allies and we'll bomb you. It's Because they believe that they know it through the Spirit that we run over all these nations here. But that is about to come. That's coming to naught right away. The other nations are pissed. They want to take down America. They're fed up with America. People that from the other nations that live in America are moving back to their own countries. Because the American dream is not there no more.
The American dream does not exist.
That's right.
You know, the masses have been lied to.
That's right.
Yeah. That's our revelation.
So with that, we're going to close up and we're going to say Ka Hala Yahweh wa Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and salutation to Yakins pushing this word in true sincerity across the four corners of the earth, and destined destruction to this wicked kingdom.
Let's try that.
Shalom.
Shalom.